Hi and welcome to Razz Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing Parasite. Parasite is a Korean black comedy directed by Bong Joon-ho, and it follows the story of an extremely poor family that's conning and scheming an extremely rich family. And I'm not going to say anything else about the story because it's such a weird and interesting story that it's cooler if you don't know much about it. Now, this film has had a lot of buzz. It has won a lot of awards. It's been nominated for a lot of things. It has, I think, like 6 Oscar nominations. So this movie has been a big deal, and I've been hearing about it a lot. Technically, it released in 2019, but it was a limited release just so that it can be eligible for Oscars and stuff like that. But now it released wide, and it got released here this weekend in Dubai, and I finally got to see it. The buzz wasn't the only reason why I was excited about this movie. I'm a big fan of Korean cinema and Asian cinema as a whole. I love this director. I've loved his previous work. I really like Snowpiercer. I also like a lot of Korean filmmakers and films like the Vengeance Anthology and Train to Busan. As a matter of fact, the Korean film Oldboy is one of my personal favorite top films of all time. Of all time. If you haven't seen Oldboy, definitely check it out. Not the American remake. Ugh. The Korean one. Having finally seen Parasite, I found it to be amazing. I freaking love this movie. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm trying not to cuss. First of all, this movie is entertaining as hell. It's so much fun, and it's actually extremely funny. There's never a dull moment, and the movie is paced perfectly. And as fun as it is, it's not just that. This movie is actually a lot more than it seems. It's extremely deep and has a lot of things to say about society. And it's actually full of important ideas and messages that are woven seamlessly within its narrative and between its lines. This movie is subtext mania, and it touched me personally because it tackles a subject that I find very important and I feel very passionate about, which is class separation and classism and the difference between rich and poor. This movie is a monumental commentary on the lives of the poor versus the lives of the rich, and the differences and the unfairness and the absurdity of that gap between the two classes of society. And it presents a lot of ideas that we know and that we think about, but other things that most people probably don't think about and don't consider, in such a way where it just juxtapositions these things against each other and creates a beautiful, powerful message that just cannot be ignored. I loved it. I love the story. I love the plot. I love the metaphors and the ideas and the themes. And it's a very deep film, and you have to really look at it. You can't just watch it. You might miss a lot of stuff, but if you look close enough, you're gonna see that there's so much beneath the surface of this film, making it very heavy and very full and very satisfying on a mental and intellectual level. I love the characters of this film. The main family, it's an ensemble cast. The actors are absolutely brilliant, but also the writing is amazing. These characters are so well written, and I love the fact that this movie didn't go for the cliche where poor people are dumb and stupid. It actually makes them smart, capable people, and they actually have a lot of potential. And they just happen to get the crappy end of the sidle stick, and that's why all their potential and intelligence doesn't really get them anywhere, because they don't get the chance to. And that's super realistic. That's how it is in real life. Not everybody who makes it only because they are smart or capable. There's a lot of luck involved, and some people are just unlucky. They have no access to the opportunities, and their potential goes to waste. And it's the tragedy of society and the capitalist system that we live in. Visually also, this movie is absolutely incredible. It highlights these differences and shows you a lot of things that speak volumes about the difference in life and about the way that poor people look at rich people and how rich people see poor people as well. There's a lot of hidden metaphors and a lot of imagery that has a lot of meaning. Like, there's a lot of use of staircases and people descending and ascending, kind of like climbing up and down the social ladder. The difference between the neighborhoods of the poor people and where they live versus the rich neighborhoods. Visually, how they are above them, looking down upon them. It's actually brilliant. The production design is nuts in this movie. It's so good. And there isn't really a lot of location. It's like this miniature model of these houses and these neighborhoods, the rich and the poor, and just one is on top of the other, and you just go up and down between the two. And I thought that was pretty cool visually. The cinematography is incredible. The mise en scène, the choice of shots, the choice of production design, elements, props, everything just comes together to paint this beautiful, effective, powerful picture. That's what I like about Parasite. Parasite is the kind of film that treats filmmaking as an art form. It's a very artistic movie. It's definitely not mainstream and for everyone. No, it's a movie where you think, where you have to really look deep and invest mentally while you're watching it. And I love those kinds of films. Those are the kind of films that make me want to make films. So Parasite is one of those movies. I came out of it, I'm like, man, I want to do something like this. Amazing. It's a movie that really tastes good. If movies have flavors, this is really yummy. It's just yummy, yummy, yummy movie flavor. Film flavor. And it really hits it out of the park on all fronts. Cinematography, great. Writing, amazing. Acting, wow. Directing, fantastic. Sound design. The music, the use of music is actually really, really cool in this movie. I can speak volumes, just I don't want to spoil anything because everything they do, every choice they make fits the story and fits the themes and the messages of the movie. And I don't want to spoil what those things are, but it just works so well. The editing is incredible. Again, the pacing is so good. There are unbelievably cool, awesome montages. It's just fantastic on all fronts. And keep in mind, this is a dark comedy. It's not just a comedy. So it does get dark, also gets extremely violent. And this kind of extreme tonal shift is very jarring, but it's also a staple of the style of Asian cinema. They do this a lot. They switch between super dark moments and super grim and even depressing and sad moments and violent moments into hilarious, absurd moments. And they go back and forth and you feel like you're whooshed left and right. And a lot of people are not used to international cinema and Asian cinema. They're used to like smooth transitions and consistency in tone, might find this a little jarring and confusing. They might find this movie to be weird or too extreme, which I understand. But for me, I like it. I loved what the director said when he won an award for this film in the Golden Globes. He said, if people can overcome the 1-inch barrier of subtitles, they will be exposed to amazing forms of film and cinema. I'm not quoting here, I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he said. And it's true. Some international films are beautiful. Asian cinema is beautiful, and this movie is a great representation of it. I love Parasite. If you're a fan of film, if you're a fan of film as art, if you want to watch something unique and different, definitely check out Parasite. I love it so much, and I'm going to give Parasite a 9.5 out of 10. So, have you seen Parasite? What did you think about it? Is there any films from Korean cinema or Asian cinema that you like? Let me know in the comment section, and as always, like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ask me what you'd like me to review for you next. See ya!